The purpose of this video is to analyze gender roles in Arthur Miller's play, Death of a Salesman. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, gender roles are the role or behavior learned by a person as appropriate to their gender, determined by prevailing cultural norms. Although the central theme of the play is that the traditional ideals of the American dream are dying, these ideals are deeply tied to traditional gender roles and help to create expectations for each gender within the play. Under the stereotypical ideals of this American dream, men are expected to be physically strong, socially savvy, and economically successful. Most importantly, men are expected to be able to provide for their families, and in turn, their families are expected to be subservient to them in nearly every way. A man is expected to dominate his household and control his wife and children, almost as if they were tools to be used in his quest for success. Women are not supposed to be able to experience the American dream in the same way as men under these ideals. A woman is seen as successful only when her husband and children are successful. A woman's participation in the American dream is expected to be a secondary role of support for her husband. For this project, we will reenact several scenes from Death of a Salesman and analyze them to show how traditional gender roles impact this ideal of the American dream.
Listen, Biff, I heard Mr. Birnbaum saying that if you don't start studying math, then he's gonna flunk you and you won't graduate. I heard him!
What are you talking about? With scholarships to 3 universities and they're gonna flunk him? Don't be such a pest. What an anemic.
Alright, Biff, I'll be waiting for you in my house.
Ugh. He isn't well liked, is he?
He's liked, but he's not well liked.
That's right, Pops.
That's just what I mean. Bernard can get the best marks in school, you understand? But when he goes out into the business world, he'll be 5 times ahead of him. That's why I think, almighty God, that you guys are built like Adonis's. Because a man who creates personal interest is a man who can get ahead. You take me, for instance. I never have to wait in line to see a buyer. Willie is here, that's all they need to know.
This scene demonstrates the gender roles that men are expected to conform to under Willie's idea of the American dream. To Willie, men shouldn't have to worry about being intelligent because that makes them feminine. In American society, all a man apparently has to do to get rich in business is be physically strong and attractive. Because Biff is built like an Adonis, Willie believes that Biff will make it further than Bernard in business, even though Bernard is a good student who works hard and Biff is on the verge of flunking out of high school.
That's just the way I like to bring up my boys, Ben. Rugged, well-liked, and well-rounded.
Yeah, hit me, boy, hard as you can.
Do it, Biff, go ahead.
Okay.
Why must he fight so much, dear?
Oh, we'll start.
Good boy.
Oh, yo, we'll stop. I'm doing this. Yo.
Never fight fair with a stranger, boy. Learn that in the jungle. Well, I'll be seeing you all around. And really, good luck with your...
Selling it. Don't think that we, because Brooklyn, we hunt here too.
Really?
Sure, that's why we moved here. This can sell any trade. Boys, go over there and get the materials from the apartment. We're gonna rebuild the studio.
Right away.
No.
Willie, your boy shouldn't be stealing anymore. They wouldn't do well in prison. It's full of fearless characters.
So is the stock exchange. Really, you raised some fine boys.
This scene adds to the concept of the American dream and ideal man, as Ben is expressed in this role. Willie looks up to Ben and wishes for his sons to be as successful as him. Ben is seen in Willie's eyes as being the ideal man who is tough, rugged, and worked for good fortune. Willie speaks to Ben with respect and often talks in the opposite way to people like Bernard and Charlie, who are less manly. Society is often more accepting of people like Ben, Biff, and Happy, who steal and fight, and less accepting of less masculine figures such as Bernard.
Oh, Ben, how'd you do it? What is the answer? Did you wind up that deal in Alaska already?
Doesn't take much time if you know what you're doing. Just a small business trip. Boarding ship in an hour. Wanted to say goodbye.
Ben, I've got to talk to you.
Have the time, William.
Ben, nothing's working out. I don't know what to do.
Now look here, William. I bought timberland in Alaska, and I need a man to look after things for me. You've got a new continent up your doorstep. Now get out of these cities, screw on your fist, and fight for a fortune up there.
Linda.
Oh, you're back?
I haven't much time.
No, wait, she's got a proposition for me in Alaska.
Wait, but he has such a beautiful job down here.
But in Alaska, kid, I could...
But you're doing well enough, Willie.
Enough for what, my dear?
Don't say those things to him. Enough to be happy right here, right now. Why must everybody conquer the world? You're well liked, and the boys love you.
This scene depicts typical roles and stereotypes for both men and women under the American dream. Ben is portrayed as a perfect American man, as he's ambitious, never satisfied with his wealth, and makes his fortune with his own hands. His job has had a huge payoff in a short amount of time, making him extremely successful at a young age, a story that is probably seen by most men at the time as an ideal situation and one that should be followed, despite the risks. Linda, on the other hand, depicts the roles and stereotypes for women under the American dream. She simply seeks stability, not caring about wealth, as she has no sense of the sort of thing, as she is just a housewife.
You know, you ruined me, Billy. From now on, every time you go into the office, I'll see that you go right through the files. No more waiting for me at my desk, Willie. You ruined me.
That's nice of you to say.
It's getting on my nerves, Billy. There's a man standing out there, and it's getting on my nerves.
Alright, just go into the bathroom and don't come out.
Why didn't you answer?
Biff, what are you doing here in Boston?
Dad, I flunked math.
Well,
I know if you talk to him in your own way, because you're a special kind of person, that he'd come through for me.
we'll drive right down there.
Oh, Dad. Good work.
Go downstairs and tell the clerk I'm checking out.
Yes, sir. You see, the reason he hates me so much is because one day he showed up late for class. So what I did was I went up to the blackboard and started imitating him.
And what'd you do?
The
Hurry, go downstairs.
Oh wait, it sounds like somebody's in your bathroom.
Oh, no. It's next door. There's a party.
Can I come in, Willie? There's something in your bathtub and it's moving.
You better go back to your room. They're probably done painting by now. They were painting a room, so I let her take a shower. Get out of here. Go back. This is Miss Francis, Biff. She's the buyer. Miss Francis, go back.
But my clothes, Willie, I can't go out naked in the hallway.
This scene makes a statement about how society under the ideals of the American dream devalues women and allows men to use them as tools in an attempt to better themselves. Willie finds it perfectly acceptable to use the woman to get easier access to a buyer because it benefits him. He doesn't care about her at all though, and it doesn't even seem likely that he told her that he is actually married. He suddenly turns on her when Biff enters the room, because at that point her presence does him more harm than good. In this sense, society expects men to take advantage and abuse women, and society says this is acceptable because women are worth far less than men, and because of that, women should just tolerate this.
Throughout the play, Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller, there are many examples of how Willie's romanticized ideals of the American dream are deeply connected to traditional gender roles. The play shows how society during this time would predetermine how real men and women should think, how they should act and what they should believe in, before they were even born. Men are expected to be strong and physically attractive if they want to be considered successful, while things like actually working hard and being good at your job become secondary to this. Men are expected to take advantage of women to benefit themselves. And if men act in a way that is even remotely considered feminine, they are ostracized and viewed as weak. Women, meanwhile, are not expected to work for their own benefit, because they're expected to be serving their husbands at every hour they're awake. Women are expected to be submissive and weaker than men. They are valued less than men and are often seen as little more than tools. This thinking ends up putting men in charge of the household for their benefit, and leaving women in the hands of men, without the women having any meaningful choices in their own life.
I got it. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me.
Yo, shut
I
up!
ain't.
I'm pretty sure I have frostbite.
Do take no toothpick.
Okay. So put it down!
Relax.
I'm gonna still hold it like this.
Okay.
Skirt. Okay. This scene adds the if you do that one more damn time. Okay.
Okay, Will.
I'll beat the goofy out you. Shut up.
She was looking kinda dumb
With
the
a
finger and her thumb in the shape.
Go downstairs and tell the clerk I'm checking out. What was so funny?
Yo.
Yo!
Go.
I knew you guys were gonna do that, so I just waited. I heard you guys going down the stairs.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on.
I hate this song!